Yes, guys, it's your boy the H talking those comics, those sports, and the wrestling again. Let's get straight into it. So, Javi Gracia or Gracia, not sure on the pronunciation, has been sacked by Watford today. Do you know what? Originally, basically, I looked at some tweets. I looked at a guy called Boxing Talk with Ade. So, Boxing Talk with Ade, he said, "Oh, how could you fire someone who's got into the FA Cup final?" No, and on first thought, you think, okay, yeah, that's a good point. But then I quickly looked at their form, and Watford have had 4 games this season. They've got 1 point out of those 4, so 1 point out of a possible 12. They've lost 3-0 to Brighton, who is a team which either they should be beating or should be thereabouts, or not getting battered 3-0. They lost 3-1 to West Ham the other day. The only point comes against Newcastle. And yeah, they've been poor this season, very poor form. And towards the end of last season, they're very poor form. And more importantly than that, their next 2 games, I've just had a look here, guys. They've got Arsenal and Man City. So obviously, they're in bad form already. So imagine they kept Gracia. I'm not saying sack him, wait for me to finish what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if they kept him, they're already in bad form. Then they lose, say 5-0. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. You never know. They could lose 5-0 to Arsenal, or 5-0, or even more, 6-7-0. Something stupid. I'm just going off on one, yeah. To Man City, and then that hurts him, hurts the club, hurts reputation, and more importantly, hurts goal difference. Goal difference is often a huge thing at the very top of the league in terms of Man City, Liverpool's, basically those two at the moment, and in the bottom half, and particularly the relegation contenders. Obviously, Watford already lost to Brighton. They've drawn with Newcastle and West Ham. I'm not saying West Ham will be in a relegation zone. I wouldn't believe they would. But with Watford, they came 11th last season, which was really good, and it was the highest ever Premier League position, I believe, which is great. Like you can never take that away from Gracia. That's going to be on his football record. That is great. And he got to FA Cup final. That's also great for him. It's going to be on his CV. This might become and be for the best in terms of Gracia's career and for Watford. It's funny, last season with Chris Hughton, I did a video, go have a look, and I was quite shocked what happened. And then, to be honest, I'm not saying they proved me wrong or not, because at the end of the season that has happened, Brighton can still get relegated. So let's wait to the end of the season before we talk about whether I was right or wrong in that time. But Potter's done alright. He's played some good football and he's done much better than everyone would expect. Obviously, Graham Potter was a really good manager at Swansea, and before that, was it Österland? He was in Sweden. I believe it was Österland. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to know what you guys think about the Gracia sacking. I'm not overly shocked. For a second, I was, because the way talk with Ade, obviously he's a boxing commentator, and obviously that's why I call this channel H Talk Sports, because as much as I do like to talk boxing, obviously I talk wrestling the most, probably what I'm into the most at the moment, and then comics as well, which I talk some comics, but you guys don't seem to be too interested in that, so I don't talk as comics as much as I personally like to. If I had more of a fan base for comics, I would do. But I also watch football, watching the England match right now, 1-0. Good little Kane goal, sniffed out the mistake from Bulgaria and got it straight back in there. But I do watch football, I do watch rugby, I watch a lot of different sports. And I like to share my insights, if I've got any, or my opinions, you can say better, and your opinions as well, guys. I really appreciate them. And like I said, we'll see at the end of the season. Maybe I was wrong with the Hughton thing. And I was quite, not upset about it, but I was quite shocked and surprised. I was about to say surprised. Created a new word, shocked and surprised. I was. But at the end of the day, it might have been for the best, and we have to wait for the end of the season. But this Gracia thing, I'm not really shocked. I'm not surprised. 1 point out of 12 they could have possibly had this season. It's only been 4 matches they've had this season, but they haven't looked good. They've looked quite bad. I've either caught the highlights or the 4 matches this season, haven't looked great at all. Put some money into the club, and like I said, it's good that he got to FA Cup final. That's always going to be on his record. Well done for him. That's really good. I want to know what you guys think. Watford fans, you guys go on a regular basis. How do you feel? You're the ones who pay the money. You pay the season ticket, so you buy the kits, you put the merch in, you put the money in for the merch. Do you know what I mean? It's up to you guys. What do you guys honestly, genuinely feel? Do you think it's a good decision? Because a few Brighton fans, they were gutted, but quite a few said, yeah, it might be for the best. And hey, it very well could be in terms of Hughton. This one, I honestly have got no qualms about it personally. I think it could be good. I'm not a Watford fan. I already spoke to you about this before. I'm an England fan. I support England national team. I don't support a club side. I don't see the point. I used to follow quite a few different club sides, and do you know what's funny? You know the old glory hunter? I was the opposite. Whoever got the glory, I'd leave. So if Man United were doing well, I'd go down to Arsenal, or Chelsea. If Chelsea was doing well, I'd go down to Arsenal. Arsenal do well, I'd go to Tottenham. Like whoever, like MK Dons, like whoever's doing rubbish is the team I liked. I like underdogs. I always have. I call it that Rocky Balboa mentality. But yeah, I don't support a club side at all. Occasionally watch MK Dons if I have time, but England, I go to watch England when I can. Obviously not today because I'm here at work and doing these videos for you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, objectively, I think it's, I don't want to say a good decision because it's never good to see someone lose their job, but it's not a terrible decision. I'm not going to scream and shout. Are you guys going to scream and shout about it? Are you mad about it? Are you happy about it? Let me know in the comments below. Cheers, guys. Thank you.